'Twas the weeks before the holidays, and podcasters all around were writing up their Christmas lists, hoping for that perfect sound. The lists that they wrote, all long and expensive, made their loved ones confused and quite apprehensive. When who should appear to help clear up the gloom? Two good guys in Sweetwater's studio room. They came to explain and suggest all the gear that podcasters hoped their families would bring this year. So gather around, gift givers alike, as Ty and Matthew tell you what gifts podcasters will like.
Ty and Matthew talking podcast
presents! We're here to talk to you today about gifts for the podcasters in your life.
If you're not sure what it is that your podcast friend or relative or loved one might like, we're here to help you out and pick a few good ideas. We'll start small with some accessories that are useful for every podcaster and work our way up to higher end and bigger ticket items.
From stocking stuffers to showstoppers. You know what I like about Christmas, Ty? It's the time of year where you can tell people that you love them and you can show them how many dollars worth you love them. And that's what we're going to show you today.
To start off, we'll go over some accessories that every podcaster might either need or just something to make their life a little more easy. One of my favorites that a lot of people don't think about.
The colorful XLR rings from Rode.
Yeah. They identify your cables so you can tell which mic is going to which input. Just makes life easy, and they look cool.
If you're using something like the Rodecaster or another multi-channel recorder, it really helps organize things for you, especially if you're just getting into production. It really, really helps.
So true. Another thing to help keep you organized is a good headphone stand. There's freestanding ones. There's ones that clamp onto your desk. It just keeps your desk tidy and makes life easier.
Don't want to trip on cables at Christmas time or the holidays either. If you're in a situation where maybe your podcaster is setting up and tearing down, they might need some quick solutions that make it even easier to get their show set up. The Triad Orbit quick release adapter is really handy for that. Makes it so that they can take their mics on and off, especially if they're having to switch mics quickly in the middle of a show. It's really useful to have those, especially for everybody who's going to need a microphone, and it's a great thing that slides right into the stocking.
Another gift that your podcasters might need but not have is a good pop filter. We like the Stedman microphone pop filters. They're great, washable, but if they have a boom arm that has flat tubing instead of round tubing, you'll also want their little adapter that lets it connect to a square tubing. Small things that make life easier.
Something like this Gator Frameworks boom arm is really handy. Just gives you kind of that look and feel of a professional podcaster versus just holding a microphone. A lot of times, even something small like a boom stand can really just change the way you view your podcast and makes your show all that better, or makes their show all that better.
Another good accessory that every podcaster is going to need is storage. So a good hard drive for backup and backups of their backups. A good solid state hard drive like the G drive is a great one. You can never have too many.
Now, a gift that might not actually appear in the stocking that you might want to consider, though, is software that really can help take the podcast to the next level with their production, whether you're looking into the iZotope Nectar software or the iZotope Ozone software for the mastering. Either of those are really good solutions to look into that really can help polish and finalize a podcast, brings it again to the next level, and really helps them just sound all the more better for their show.
And those are great whether it's a beginning podcaster that might not necessarily know what they're doing. There's plenty of presets to get you started, or for the more experienced podcasters, have the ability to get in there and tweak and get it exactly how you want it.
If you're naughty or nice, it's a great choice.
No podcast setup is complete without a good set of headphones. A good closed-back headphone is going to be great so it's not leaking into your microphone. These AKG or the Audio-Technica ATH M50X are both super popular and great and going to make your podcaster happy.
When it comes to microphones, that is the bread and butter integral part for a podcaster. And again, like headphones, they can really spread the gambit of where you're looking into price-wise. If they're just getting started, something really convenient like a USB mic like the MV7 from Shure is a really good solution. If they're ready to take it on to the next level with like a broadcast mic, there's a lot of other options. The Audio-Technica AT2040 that we have here is a great microphone for broadcast. It's a bit of a step up in that it's just an XLR microphone, so they will need something like an audio interface to make sure that that functions correctly.
And then also, if they are upgrading to the next level from a USB or a more entry-level microphone, the SM7B is a classic staple in every radio, broadcast, podcast sort of situation.
If your podcaster in your life sends you a clip of a video saying, I want this microphone, there's like a really good chance it's the SM7B they're talking about.
And that microphone is going to need to go into some sort of device, either a recorder or an interface. If they don't already have something or if they're upgrading to the next level, Focusrite Vocaster is a great podcast and content creator specific product for connecting to your computer.
Especially for starters. That one really does all the heavy lifting for you. If you want to delve a little bit more into the in-depth part of it, or if they're really a production specialist, something like the Rodecaster is a fantastic option for them.
So true. All the stuff built into one unit, works as a standalone recorder or an interface. Going to work for so many situations.
If they're more of a content creator or a streamer, something like the Mcaster from Mackie is a fantastic solution that'll give them all the options to do their Twitch streaming, their gaming, anything they're looking to do. It'll give all the I/O flexibility that they're looking for with that.
With cool effects too.
And it lights up like a Christmas tree or a menorah.
Or an Mcaster.
So maybe the person you're buying for is really looking to take their production to the next level for their studio. They're looking to get into an actual set with video, really get into production at a high level. Maybe they're looking for a good solution for a desk. The Gator Frameworks desks are fantastic for those. Classy looking, keeps it really clean, especially if they are going to be doing video work in conjunction with their podcast or their streaming. Those looks and that vibe is really, really important. It can really help a lot. So that's a fantastic solution to look into.
So in their room, the microphones are going to pick up their voice, but it's also going to pick up some of the space as well. Dynamic mics are meant to pick up less of that, but they still do get some, so it's good to have some sort of acoustic treatment if you're really wanting your podcast or content to sound great. There's smaller acoustic treatment for just your desk or like the larger panels that are movable, so even if you're using the space for other things, you have some flexibility there. You can put it behind you, cut down some of the room noise that might be in your recordings.
Those flexible solutions are really helpful, and especially if you're doing video work. Big thing, audio is always important, but you've got to have good lighting for any kind of video work they're getting into. So something even as simple as like this ring light is a really quick and easy solution, especially if they're getting started. If they're looking to really build up their production, something like the cast panel from Chauvet over here is a really good solution just because it allows a lot more of that actual pro video look that you're looking into.
And there's even bundles that have the cast panels with the green screen, so you can have all kinds of fun with your video editing as well.
Space. The North Pole.
Inside a cave, I guess. And for your videos, if you're wanting to upgrade from just using your phone, there's lots of options that Sweetwater now carries, everywhere from the GoPro to full-on mirrorless SLR cameras.
Anything from cameras to lenses to accessories and everything in between. There's lots of options in there that your sales engineer can help you navigate especially if their person is looking to get into video production. Wrap it all up with a Sweetwater Messenger bag, and that podcaster/content creator is going to be very happy this holiday season.
You got bags?
We got bags!
That's exciting.
For more personalized recommendations for the podcaster in your life, make sure to call Sweetwater, and your personal sales engineer will be able to help make sure everything that you're looking into will work exactly the way they need it to with their current podcast setup. Or check out sweetwater.com for more recommendations for your audio, video, and podcasting needs.
So true. And Matt?
What?
I got you a gift.
Oh my gosh, thanks for nothing.